It's recording now. So we can create individual resource, or you can club everything into one file. So I'm using individual. Normally, we create as individual or a set of resources. So you can define the variables and output variables, everything. So yeah, output variables are there, and I want to open variables. I have created variables for location, tags, name, unit name. So if you're creating any resource, you have to check the dependencies. What are the dependencies for that? So resource group is a common name for the all resources in the Azure. So this information also you need to share. So I have given resource group also as a variable. So this is my just resource file. So I have to use this resource and create a module. So for modules, you can create different folders also. You can create a production. Let's say if you in production you want to create five virtual machines. In development, you want to create two more virtual machines. So you can define like that also. In development, you can just give the five resource. So this is my virtual resource group. From here, I'm just giving the information about the resource. So what makes difference between the normal resource and module is you have to give the module name. Like module is a keyword, and this is a module name. So you can give any module name. Like we can create multiple modules like this, and you have to define the source. These are the things which make module and normal resource difference. That's it. So rest of the thing will look like say same only. So these everything we are giving as a parameters. So this is good. So I want to create one more module like this. Just copy. I can create vnet one, same resource group, location variable. So just I will that give the values here. 172.16.0.0/16. So names I will keep the same, but just I want to change the IP address for that. So it does 16.3.0/24. So now the two virtual networks will be created and under same resource group, but IP address IP address space will be the different. So you can create like this in multiple modules. So each time if you want to create a different location, you can create in different location also. So just here you need to create a resource group in different location. Then you can write the another module so that you can in US West also you can use the same code. So here in virtual machine, this is a code for the virtual machine. My Windows VM, right? So I have used the same code from the same location. I created it new two machines. This is Windows machine and this is Linux machine. But code is the same. I'm referring to same module. So thing is just we have to change the side values. So let's create one simple resource. So I have created a folder called lab 5. Under that I have created the modules folder. Then I have created the RG folder again for resource group. So this is my resource group module inside the resources. So I have used the variables. So I have given normally variables. So nothing based on the input variable, it will take automatically assign the variable type. So I'm giving the resource group name and location. So just remember these names, okay? This should be matching, right? Everything, location and tags. So now module is ready. So I want to define the resource now. See this name and this both must should be matching. So here whatever you are giving, right? So it should be a variable here.
Go back to the previous file resource
Sorry,
file.
no, I'm not able to hear you properly.
Oh, okay. Is it beginning?
Yes,
Okay. Um. So yeah, you are calling this file as the module file.
this is a resource file. The
Hmm.
inside the module is there, right? This is a
Yeah.
module where you will define the resource. This is similar to what we write in the root module.
Right. And here,
And we are calling this resource using the module. And in this file, I have written the module.
okay, yeah,
This is module I have written, and this is a resource file.
right.
So this is a reference. This is a reference one. So using this one, you can create multiple resources.
So
So
yeah, here, so the resource group name we have given is RG something, right?
yes,
The previous one you can see.
resource
So
group understand name.
calling it multiple times, what would be the name?
See now this I'm just telling. Yet the name is different now. Previously, this is the actual resource.
Yeah,
This
so
is
I'm
as per the Terraform Azure documentation.
talking about the Terraform name.
Yeah,
Terraform my RG, right?
yes. So
And
this
what
is resource group
right?
Terraform, and
And if we'll call this module something else for a new resource group, then that Terraform name will be same, right?
this is a
Mhm.
mod. This is a resource which we are going to create, right?
Right.
And this is a module. So there will be Terraform will take care of the naming convention for that. So we have to just match this names are there, right? The resource underscore name.
Naming convention, let's go down and thinking.
So this is for the single resource. Just comment this one. So it is going to create a resource group using
Right.
the module. If you see here, it will give the complete path. It's going to create a module, and this is a module. So I want to use same module and create a resource group in another region. I just copied and I given the prompt. I can change the tags, whatever I want to change.
So if you see here, the resource group Terraform name is my RG. That's all, right?
You mean to say here,
No.
this one?
The terminal output, terminal.
You mean to say this one?
file below that, where we are running the code.
Here you may be saying like this one you are saying.
Okay. So here, my resource name is Azure RM Resource Group. That's the type, and the name is my RG. That's all,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So generally, if I have to create like 10 resource groups, I'll give 10 new names.
No, no, no. Here you no need to give here. This is normal template kind of thing. So you have created this file, so you can use this file and you can get multiple resources.
I got you. But while creating multiple resources, we are not giving the resource group that name anyway, right? Terraform name for the resource group.
Here
This is
parameterized now. So you
this
are
name.
creating using the module. Previously you are directly creating the resource. Now you are creating using the modules.
Hmm. So you're saying each module can have resources with the same name.
Yes. So this is a one module and this is one module. So this resource group is going to create in the East US. So I want to create one more resource group using in the West US, let's say. So I can just write one more module. I have changed the tags. Just I want to run without any making any changes and see what error I will get. So I used to get a error now. There is a duplicate module call. See, because the both names are the same. These names. So this should be unique. Let me say again. Module not install. Means you will, every time if you are using a module, you have to initialize this one. It will create two resource group. Are you able to see now?
Yes. Can you
But it
scroll up?
won't. It won't create now because we have given the two modules, but the name of the resource group we haven't changed. See, location. Why it is not showing location, right? So yeah, both the resource groups are same. So if you apply the Terraform code, it won't create the one of the resource group. It will throw the error because both the names are same. So I want to just give some other name for this one. I'll just copy this. I'll name it as resource group one and just I will make it two. I have defined the variables. I want to change here. Just add that one. So now it's going to create a two resource in different region. So what we have to do, we have to give this source file. This is the main important here. If you are referring to some other source, then it will go to this folder. So if it is a single dot, then just it will go one step in the same folder, and the same folder it will go to modules folder, then directly then it will search under this file. So under this it will search for the module. If you have multiple files here, Then you need to define the multiple modules. So under
So,
RG, I'm using this file.
yeah.
Let me just give one more example.
Scroll up in the output once here in the terminal.
Sorry,
Can you scroll up in the terminal? No, here in
down.
the
Yeah.
no, I mean where we ran the Terraform plan. Yeah, terminal. So hold on. Yeah. So here. So my first resource group name type is Azure RM resource group and the name is my RG.
Yes.
Right. Terraform name. If you scroll a little down, the second
Yes.
resource group name is also same my RG, right?
Yeah, but you are creating using the module.
Yeah.
So it only consider with the module. So this
If
module
I,
will have the rest of the information.
if I have to refer this resource group somewhere, I have to write this whole thing module dot my rg02 dot
Yes.
azure dot my rg. Okay.
So this is for the local within my laptop or within a GitHub something. So if you are just getting entire code to your local machine, then you have to mention check where the exact path is. So in my folder, I have created a folder under RG. I have written a file. Suppose this is one type. So I have taken the Terraform registry. So this is a Terraform. I'm referring to the module from the internet. Mm, registry.terraform.io. So here I search for the Azure RM network. So I have taken this module. So if you want to create any network resources, I can just copy this code and I can paste it. But here they have mentioned the Azure resource group and they have given a code here. So we have created the resource group using another resource. This is my resource group. So just I have changed it as per my requirement. So now I have written the module, just copied the same code from here. If you see here, it is going to check for the this path.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a registry.terraform.com. So it will automatically recognize this path. And here we need to mention the resource group name. So, but our resource group I have created using the module. So
Module dot irg01 dot rg name.
yes,
RG name was our name.
RG name is this one. So after referring this module, I have written the output variable to get the name of the resource group.
Okay.
So if I refer the RG name, so I will get the resource group name.
Okay.
Then the rest of the information just given like this: address space, subnet, and subnet names. If I want to change the names, you can call it as front end app. So up here, back end. So I can like this. I can just write a code. So I want to save now and run Terraform. Init. So this is we are referring to the remote registry module. So if I want to create a one more security group, I can use anything like this. Terraform plan. Just give me a minute. My screen is. It is asking for the source group name. Location. Check. Yes. It is not so.
In this network, the subnet prefixes, subnet names that you have used, where are we using that?
This
It
one?
is just, so it is just going to create that network with all these
Yes,
subnets.
it will going to create the subnets for us. So this is my module, right? So actual resource will be unit. Yeah. These are the variables which they are asking us to provide, and we get the output for the network address space, virtual ID, location, VM name, subnets, and it will be depending on the Azure RM. So it is going to create two resources. One is virtual network and subnets. Dependency. Okay, they have created dependency. That's it. Okay, so Previously, I was running from different folder. So this is common issue we have to just look at before running Terraform. So now it's going to add 6 resource. So first thing, it is going to show the module. So everything is we are creating using the module. Module is going to get the data. If you see module network dot data dot network. So here you are seeing only the module Murari to RM. Why? Because we are referring the resource group as a module in the network resources. Module dot my RG1 RG name. Similarly, so it is going to create a module for the subnet. So we have another information, but I'm using only address space and the name. So resource group it is selected, virtual network name it is selected automatically. So it is going to create 6 resources. I will just apply this one. So what is that? So now we have seen two types of modules. One is from I have referred local folders within my laptop. So another one is from the Terraform registry. So I want to create one more. I want to log on to my GitHub. This is private, I think. So I want to create a repo. Create a new repo. It's modules, and I'm making it as a public Azure modules. I did not file. We just created the virtual network. Okay, it's completed. So let me create some other resource using the Azure registry itself. It is the network security group. Okay, so I can create a security group and I can write some custom rules. I no need to write anything, just I can copy this one. So this is a virtual network, and this I create a new file called security groups. copying this one. So my security group is Rari. So there is a rule also, one custom role is there. So some tweak we have to do. Resource group, we have to change this line because we have created using this one. So just copy this one, module dot resource group, and just replace it. Location, you can take it from here itself. Before that, let me name. I can give some name. My energy. Source ID, you can give anything which is there as per your requirements. So if you want to check what is your public IP, you know, right? How to check what is my IP address. So this will give you a public IP address. So this is your public IP address for today. If you after some time the ISP is refreshing your IP, means you need to check this IP again. So I can add this IP to my security group. On the source, I can add this one and slash 32. 32 means only if this IP will have the access. If I give something like 31 or 30, so it will, based on that, it will provide the access for 85, 86, 82, sorry, 85, 86, 87, and 84. Based on this subnet value, it will give the access. If 32, if you give the 32, only one IP will be given access. These are the predefined rules, and this is the custom rule. If you want, you can change the name also. Let's say I want to create one more resource, leave it here itself as per the requirement. Depends. So I can just copy this one. That's it. Simple. My resource group is ready now. Every time if you are adding any module, you need to initialize. Again, it's adding a new resource, data source for the network resource. Security group. Creating a security group. This is a custom role, port number 8080, destination port, and priority 200. So, do you know how the resource group will be having some certain parameters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to give a name. We have to define the source port, destination port, and you can define the priority. If it is a below 100, the sorry 100, 200, it will be high priority in the Azure. You can use up to 2000, 3000 like that. And protocol we have to define. So we have two types of protocols. One is UDP and TCP. If you are using some other protocol, then you have to define there. And resource group is mandatory here. So without resource group, it won't create the this and direction. So whether it is inbound or outbound, you have to define here. By default, outbound also some highly secured environment, they will define outbound rules as well. So make sure that you're good with that. Destination address prefix and source prefix. So here it is using star, right? Star means open for everything, everybody. It's wide open, we call wide open. So based on the normally some secure environment, what we do the destination. So if it is attaching to any subnet, so there will be subnet range, or else it will be some virtual machine IP name, virtual machine. Then it will be virtual machine IP. So particular the destination only they will open the port. So source also they will mention from where it is coming. In normally in three-tier application, so web servers only will communicate with the application server. So here they will mention the web server. Then here they will mention the app server. Then this resource group will be attached to app server. So where is the destination is there, right? So for that destination only you can attach the security group. So if you are adding the destination group as a application server IP, then you are attaching this resource group to web server, then you will get issues. Those are networking related issues. So these are the predefined roles. So it will automatically allow SSH and RD LDAP role. So it has
What
take,
is
sorry,
LDAP?
LDAP is for querying from the AD. So to query AD, and if you want to communicate with the Azure AD or the Active Directory, the port which we use is LDAP.
Okay.
So these are required for the domain giant kind of thing to server to communicate with the Azure ID. So every server needs to reset its password. So do you know computers will have a password?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to reset in the Azure AD, not username password. Computer itself will have a username and password. The server name or desktop anything. If it is
Mm-hmm.
connected with the AD, so other than username and password, computer will have its own password, but it will reset every 90 days like that.
Okay.
So if the ID is not connected, then it will give an error. So domain is unavailable kind of thing. Let's apply this one. Now let me write some code. Okay, this is right. Add a file. Just try to do two or three modules, write it and practice it. Then only you will get familiarized with this one.
Yeah.
You can directly try the Terraform registry, or
Mm-hmm.
you can write your own way. Just copy this code and keep it some folder. How I have kept, right? So module under this folder. Just minimize this one. So under this one, I have created a folder called module. Then under that, based on resource, I have created the folders, which is a resource group. Resource group. If it is a security network security group, I have created a group again folder for the NSG. Then you can write a code. So out of this module, you just write another file. This was good. Then before the same thing like this. This is a main important code. So this is the common, and this information is depends on your code. So whatever you have defined this one, resource group name, tags, resource location. For network interface, we have defined subnet prefix, address space. Like this is may purely depend on your resource, what you are going to get it from here. So here I have given three variables: resource group name, resource location, tags. If I remove this location and just comment this one, then you no need to provide the resource group name location every time. Just you have to give the resource group name and tags. That's it. So by default, it will take the resource location. So I have taken given everything as a variables. So it will definitely ask for the value. Name, name. So I'm giving the four variables I want from the user. I'm just defining where dot name dot. So if you are writing code for the modules, if you are writing a like this, you sorry, this is a name, this is a location. You have to define the output code for this because you can't refer this resource from outside the module. So you have to write output compulsory. Name is equal for me. So equal to. I'm just getting the availability set name outside this block. So this is ready. Sorry, I mean, in that. I want to use this one. Let me go here. Click a new file. Reset dot pdf. This is my path. just copy code from here, and I can write module av set 01. I have defined there av set name equal to add that. It will give directly name. Sometimes you can directly copy this part from this, and you can paste it here. J location. G.
This one we were doing from GitHub, right? GitHub you
Yes.
create. Where are we using that? It is directly get the AWS.
Sorry.
The source should be from GitHub, right?
Yes. Yes. So here we have to change the file. That's why I have copied there like this. So I will save it. So that's based on source. It will try to get the code from there. Slice. So it is downloading the code from the GitHub unsupported block tags. Is this variable Terraform availability set? Means I have to check it out in the. Okay, I have given wrong name. I have given variables. It should be only variable. So the beauty of this Terraform is it will give the exact wheels and error. Sometimes we need to do more troubleshooting. Sometimes we will get the change it right. Why it is not expected here. Block of type variables not expected. Okay.
Yes, but it is talking about the GitHub
Yeah,
line.
I have changed there.
Maybe we didn't use it.
I have changed it.
Did we save it? Looks like it is not reading the update. Committed the changes. Oh, maybe.
Let me comment. Um, Azure Module value default initialization. It is looking for real item.
Ah, that
So it is trying to refer local file.
it
Yeah,
got
now
the.
it's so under this folder, it is trying to download the code. Yeah, and just now we have seen right. This is the code for the virtual network. So this is how they have defined the virtual network. Let me correct it on the GitHub also. Available set is created. So something we have to keep in mind, right? If you are referring to modules, use it only default values. Okay, don't make it more customized way. We have done in our in my experience for creating a virtual machine. I have added the complete stack for that. I have
Mhm,
created the network security group. I have created the virtual VM extensions and
mhm,
backup I have defined in that resource group, resource file itself,
mhm,
and I have defined the availability set, manage disk, everything I have kept it in a one file.
mhm.
So if something is changed in this modules under modules, if this is a file, right? So if anything is getting changed here, So rest of the resource whichever is created file, using this file as a reference, everything will get affected. So better to use the Terraform registry file itself. So make it simple. So if
Hmm.
once something is changed here, everything will needs to be changed again.
Got it.
Let me show you here itself. I'm changing it to location as a ES and I'm saving this one.
Mhm.
Resource group, right? So let me run again. See how much error I will get it. So it is forcefully going to replace this one. If I give
Yeah,
replace, everything will get disturbed. The virtual network will get disturbed, and other things will get disturbed.
yeah.
So it is only trying to change it for the resource
Mhm.
group 2, which was in the west, but is going to create now east. The rest of the things are there in the east itself. Yeah, this is one issue we normally face in our organizations. So if you are writing a module, keep it simple. Don't make it complex.
We take it from registry, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of additional things, right, that we don't need. So,
from here you're saying?
yeah, if you're just taking the
Yeah,
model,
yeah,
even for simple thing, it has a lot of extra stuff that we
yeah.
don't need.
This is
So,
one drawback from the registry again. So if you want only something simple, then they're giving with lot of default one. I don't want to use these two values,
yeah, yeah, generally nobody.
so they'll give provided. So you can't edit this one. So what you can do, just you can after
Define
creating this one,
our in the register.
we are able to get that code under modules, whichever is there. Go to main file. This is a resource data source. This is a file. For network security group, only these are the required thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can write it anything. So this is a if condition. They have given a if condition. So if it is nothing is given, then it will take the variable dot location. Where dot location means it will take the current region.
Mm-hmm.
If you have given any variable, then it will take the resource group energy dot location. Right, that is there, and these are the rules. They have created one predefined role. So this is a function length, means how many predefined roles you are giving, it will automatically take it. Okay, this is like four, this one, right? So I can add one more rule also here. I can just copy this code and make it as a RDP 102289. So 3389 is a default code. So I have added this one more predefined role. So why am I adding this one? Because I have gone through this code, so I know that using based on the length means they have given the count. So based on the predefined roles, the length of the predefined roles is 2. Then it will create only 2 network security rules. So I have added one more. Then it will take it 3 now. So
Mm-hmm.
based on that, so the count index they are using. So using count index, they're creating the name, priority, and on the priority they are using the port between 40962 predefined role means number 2, right? So number the 3 plus count index means 4096 minus 2 plus 0. So like that it will calculate and it will give the value for us. And one more thing, they are using lookup. Lookup is a mapping function where it will map the predefined role with the name. So they are using here 0 means name, 1 means it should be port, right? Access level. So everything they are defining here. So these are the roles which we are providing here. Here also you can add one more rule if you want. This one, right? So just copy this one and you can comma should be there. Don't forget this one. It will give you an error. Comma should be there and you can write anything. FTP I can say. I want to give it to not one. Allow TCP. Okay. Let me give it port as 22 FTP. So I have added new rule now. It will automatically take the new rule. So how I did everything by understanding this code. So you can just go through this code. It will be simple. Length equal to, so how many objects are there under the custom role? Based on that, it will provide you the number. If it is a one role, it will give the one. If it is a two roles, it will be give the two roles. Based on that, it will create name, priority, direction. So they have given the specific access. So if you does not mention anything, then it will take any. It will take default values allow, and protocol it will open for the wide range. So we haven't written in this format. So we have used the simple format. If you want to use this one, you can use it like that. So we need to understand the code before making the changes to our file. So this is previously it was simple. Now I have make it customized again by going through this code. Let me just save it and rerun. Slice, apply. This, open my security group. So I have one, two, three, four, three roles. Previously we have created the three roles. Now let's see. It's going to add four roles again. It's going to destroy the resource group. It's going to add FTP role. Perfect. And left to RDP. It is changing here. Okay, predefined role, right? Okay, got it. is. Can you tell why it was going to create? Hello? Yeah, and did you understand why it is going to replace this one? Because I have added the code in between, right? Previously, there was a LDAP in the top. I have just replaced it with the RDP. So it is trying to replace that because index is changing.
Right.
Object index values got changed. Because of that, it is giving. Let me update this one also.
So when index changes, it is going to recreate.
Yes, if index is going to change, then it will try to recreate again, replace the resource. Recreate, it won't recreate, replace it. So they have already taken the index value 0 for this role and 1 for this, and it should be 2.
Mhm.
These are the tricks just we have to learn while doing. Predefined role is going to add RDP for that. And why priority is changing? This is right. What is that? 2389 964. Yeah, there's still something I need to understand here. Yeah, this is getting changed. Let me apply for this. Just only right. This value must change. Yeah, this is changed. I got FTP port and RTP port. Right, I am able to make the changes successfully. But these values got changed. This is we need to check if nothing is there uh, before that, then no issues. Suppose some rule is there in between this, then it will try to make the changes access level. Let's say, let me explain here. So I have given 200 and 201. So if I change this value to 199, then it will execute first FTP, then HTTP. So those things you have to just check before applying this code. Okay, any questions today? We'll wind up now here itself.
What will be the
I'm
next step?
expecting. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No. If any questions, let me know. So I will just stop my sharing and
What
stop.